Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered what truly lies beneath someone's surface, what their past experiences reveal about their present behavior? As Stoics, we know that understanding others isn't about judgment, it's about clarity and truth. Today, we'll uncover 7 intriguing signs that a woman might be experienced with multiple partners. These are not surface-level traits, they're patterns rooted in human nature, observable through the lens of Stoicism and dark psychology. Before we delve into the 7 signs, let's establish a critical foundation. As Stoics, we value the art of observation above all else. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to systematically and truly investigate all that comes under your observation in life." This means we must observe with detachment, free from personal bias, desire, or prejudice. Only then can we see the truth. When you meet someone new or assess their behavior, train your mind to remain neutral. Think of yourself as a student of life, piecing together clues to form a larger picture. In relationships, this principle is vital. Emotional attachment can cloud judgment, but a disciplined mind sees things for what they are, not what we want them to be. With this mindset, you can better understand the science kind of past experiences shaping Simeon's actions. Now let's explore the 1. Comfort and emotional detachment. First sign number 1, comfort in emotional detachment. The first indication is her comfort in emotional detachment. Have you noticed how some people can end relationships or connections without much visible turmoil? While this might seem like strength, it can also be a sign of someone who has grown accustomed to short-term connections or emotional transitions. From a Stoic perspective, emotional detachment isn't inherently bad. It can be a tool for resilience, but when it becomes a recurring pattern in relationships, it may point to someone who has learned to protect themselves by avoiding deeper emotional bonds. This isn't always conscious. Past experiences shape behavior, and someone who's had multiple partners may have developed a mindset where attachment is fleeting and vulnerability is guarded. As a Stoic, ask yourself, is this behavior aligned with your values of authenticity and depth, or does it create instability in the relationship? Observe, don't judge. Let's move to the second 2. Highly adaptable in relationships. Sign number 2, highly adaptable in relationships. The second sign is her ability to adapt quickly to different types of relationships or dynamics. While adaptability is often seen as a strength, when it becomes excessive, it may indicate a history of varied connections. A person who has been with multiple partners often develops a keen ability to adjust their behavior to suit the other person's expectations. This might look like mirroring interests, seamlessly fitting into new social circles, or shifting communication styles to align with what the other person desires. From a Stoic perspective, ask yourself, is this adaptability authentic, or is it a calculated response developed over time? Remember, true virtue lies in consistency and honesty. A person who shifts too easily might struggle to remain grounded in their own values. Let's explore the third 3. Unusually high emotional intelligence. Sign number 3, unusually high emotional intelligence. The third sign is sure, unusually high emotional intelligence. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, isn't emotional intelligence a desirable trait? It absolutely is, but here's the nuance. Someone with a history of multiple partners often hones this skill as a survival mechanism in relationships. She may have a heightened ability to read emotions, anticipate needs, and adjust her behavior accordingly. This isn't always manipulative, but it can be if paired with self-serving intentions. A dark psychology perspective reveals that emotional intelligence, when weaponized, becomes a tool for influence and control. As a Stoic, ask yourself, is this emotional intelligence being used to build a genuine connection, or is it a means to an end? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Reason and clarity will guide you in determining whether this trait aligns with your values. Let's continue to the fourth sign number 4, skilled in communication and flirting. Communication and flirting. The fourth sign is her skill in communication and flirting. A woman who has had multiple partners often becomes highly proficient in the art of conversation. She knows how to create intrigue, build rapport, and make others feel valued. Her words may flow effortlessly, and her charm can be captivating. This skill isn't inherently negative. Good communication is a cornerstone of any relationship. Both ears where the Stoic lens is criticalis. This skill being used to cultivate a genuine bond, or is it a rehearsed strategy developed through experience? Pay attention to patterns. Does she rely heavily on compliments, playful teasing, or creating emotional highs and lows? These are hallmarks of someone who has mastered the psychology of attraction. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to look past the surface. Ask yourself, is this connection based on substance or superficiality? Let's move to the fifth. 5. Strategic in power dynamics. Sign number 5. Strategic in power dynamics. The fifth sign is her strategic approach to power dynamics. Someone who has been through multiple relationships often learns how to navigate and sometimes manipulate the balance of power within a connection. This can manifest as subtle control tactics, deciding when to be available, when to pull back, or when to create tension to keep the other person invested. A Stoic mind seeks balance and equality in relationships, not dominance or submission. If you sense that the dynamics in your connection feel like a game where validation, attention, or affection are deliberately withheld, or granted, you may be observing someone skilled in leveraging power. Dark psychology shows us that controlling the flow of emotions and attention is one of the most potent tools in relationships, but as a Stoic you must rise above these tactics. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Recognize these patterns, but don't allow them to sway your principles or self-respect." Let's move on to the sixth. 6. Proficiency in boundary manipulation. Sign number 6. Proficiency in boundary manipulation. The sixth sign is her proficiency in boundary manipulation. Someone experienced with multiple partners often learns how to test and bend boundaries without overtly crossing them. This might look like subtle challenges to your limits, small pushes to see how much you'll tolerate, or a vena charm offensive to disarm your defenses. From a Stoic perspective, boundaries are sacred. They reflect your values and self-respect. Manipulation of those boundaries, no matter how subtle, is a red flag. Pay close attention to patterns. Does she respect your no, or does she find ways to negotiate it? Does she test your principles, or does she align with them? Dark psychology teaches us that boundary manipulation is a way to gain control, often by eroding your sense of certainty. But as Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Your values and boundaries are your compass. Stay true to them. Let's move to the final 7. Frequent reference to past lessons. Sign number 7. Frequent reference to past lessons. The seventh sign is her frequent reference to past lessons. While everyone learns from previous experiences, someone with multiple partners may often frame their insights as a series of learned strategies. You might hear phrases like, "I've been through this before," or "I know how this usually goes." At first glance, this can seem wise. After all, experience often breeds understanding, but the Stoic question is, what is the intent behind sharing these lessons? Are they rooted in humility and growth, or are they used as leverage to control the narrative and outcomes in your relationship? Repeatedly bringing up past lessons can also indicate a transactional mindset, viewing relationships as challenges to navigate rather than connections to nurture. As Stoics, we must guard against this. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Be content with what you are, and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it." True wisdom is calm and steady, not used as a tool for control. Observe these patterns and remember, past lessons are valuable, but they must align with sincerity and shared values. Now let's wrap up. Conclusion. Understanding these signs isn't about judgment, it's about awarenesses. Stoics, we strive to see the world clearly without distortion. Recognizing patterns in others allows us to make better decisions for ourselves and protect the integrity of our own values. If you found this video insightful, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future content. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective adds depth to this conversation. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and remember, your peace of mind is your greatest asset. See you in the next video.